This is The Fifth Estate, a conversation between young African scholars from the Fort Hall School of Government in Nairobi, Kenya, and Professor Mutahi Ngunyi. This week, we will offer advice to the Grand Old Party, ODM. And our counsel is spiritual because it is from the Bible. According to John 12:24, unless a grain of wheat dies, it bears no fruit. The grain has to die for renewal and multiplication to happen. Therefore, ODM must commit suicide for it to live. Yes, ODM must commit suicide. And we say so because its death is inevitable. But death to ODM is not an end in itself. It is a strategy. The progressive elements in ODM must kill the vessel. This is the only way they will save its spirit. A grand old party like ODM is like a phoenix. A phoenix is not a bird that magically resurrects. It is a creature that burns itself deliberately. And from the ashes, something recognizable, but transformed, emerges. And this is the fate of ODM. Like a phoenix, it must burn itself to ashes. And it must do so deliberately for something new to emerge from its ruins. It must commit suicide. If it doesn't do so, the inevitable will happen. The grand old party will be cannibalized from below and cannibalized from above. Read my lips.
For the last 20 years, ODM has existed in a state of phoenix paralysis. Nothing could transform because nothing was allowed to burn. Raila kept the party frozen in time and its support base locked in a daze of nostalgia. This way, fire was avoided and internal decline was disguised as party stability. But the moment Baba died, the flames finally started. Everyone is in panic. Violent disruption of the old order is at play. Internal contradictions have been exposed, and the phoenix that is ODM has begun to burn. At the Fort Hall School of Government, we hold the view that ODM must burn in order for it to live. Dr. Oburu should not call the fire brigade, no. Instead, he should embrace the burning flames. If ODM is to fly for the next 20 years, it must burn its feathers to ashes. And the only brigade in ODM daring enough to burn down the Baba order, to give way to a reborn phoenix, are the young Turks. Yes, the new phoenix cannot be birthed by the old relics. The future of the party is its young people. They are greenhorns, all right, but a young bull is still a bull. And the problem is that Ruto has a way of grooming young bulls, and he is hovering around ODM.
ODM is going through a process described by political scientists as creative destruction. This is a process in which the old order is dismantled and new power formation emerges violently. It is a battle between the elders and the heirs. If the elders win, ODM will have short-term stability but long-term collapse. Fact: if the elders block generational succession in the party, the phoenix will not burn and it will not rise. The grand old party will die. It will be cannibalized into a carcass. We're not rooting for Winnie Odinga, Babu Owino, Eliud Wafola, or whatever his name is. We're just being brutally honest. Dear Winnie Odinga, you're still a greenhorn. A young bull, but still a bull. Ruto has a machine that dries up greenhorns. Your father is the one who dried Ruto's greenhorns. If you do not want ODM to be cannibalized, dry your greenhorns in the Ruto salon. Understand this. If the phoenix has to burn and rise, you must embrace the phoenix paradox. You must not be Raila's successor. You must be a different species. The new phoenix does not resurrect the old order. It creates a new cycle. If you try to resurrect Raila, you will die with the ashes. But if you embrace the ashes, you will rise.
Here is the cannibalization plan on ODM. For 20 years, Babaman fattened this ODM bull with pomp. It even had a bell. And then Baba died. Now, the bull is in the market. It is being x-rayed for organ meat, and market players are salivating over its fattened steak. Here are the x-ray pictures of the bull. ODM is made up of 3 organ meats. The first one is Raila. He built it using the doctrine of one-manism. Baba was ODM, and ODM was Baba. Then he died. And if the center can no longer hold, things must fall apart. Fact. The second organ meat in ODM are the ethnic enclaves. ODM is a national party on paper, but in reality, it is a patchwork of ethnic groups brought together by Babaman. The Mombasani Nation, Mulembe Nation, Luo Nation, Kisii Nation, and Sandri. And this reality is what the predators are salivating over, including Ruto. 3. ODM is built on the solid foundation of the Odinga dynasty. This dynasty was built 100 years ago in the 1920s, but it is now dying. With these facts, the ODM cannibalization plan is simple. Uhuru wants to cannibalize the party from above using the Odinga dynasty, which is dead. And Ruto wants to cannibalize it from below using the ethnic enclaves. Who will win?
Unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it beareth no fruit. ODM must die. It must burn itself like a phoenix. It must burn its wings to ashes in order to fly for the next 20 years. If there is a cannibalization plan, and there is one, ODM will not rise from the ashes like a phoenix. And the only people who can burn down the Raila legacy in ODM are the young turks. But are they ready? Between being cannibalized and rising up as a phoenix, what will they choose? Oburu will give the party short-term stability but long-term decay. He will preserve ODM as a frozen symbol, and he will open the gates for its cannibalization. But Winnie should know this. To preserve the dynasty, she must first destroy it. She must burn it like a phoenix. If the Odingas were the center of gravity in ODM, that center is now buried 6 feet under the ground. Winnie has to start afresh. But in the meantime, ODM will exist as a patchwork of the different limbs of the bull that Babaman fattened. Take note, Ruto will cannibalize the party from below, and Uhuru will cannibalize it from above. In the end, ODM will still be a carcass if it does not burn like a phoenix.